As you look at 150 years of history of this school, if these walls, if these grounds, if our athletic fields, if our buildings could talk, I think about the stories that they would tell. 150 years of history of this place. 150 years of nurturing students, mind, body, and spirit. What a remarkable journey. Pionono was founded in 1870 by Reverend Joseph Salzman. That's when we were started. Ulysses S. Grant was president of the United States. It wasn't even a high school at the time. It was education for those who were going to become Catholic school teachers. It was founded as Pionono Normal School. That's what it was called at the time. By 1923, the Normal School and College Department had dissolved, and Pionono was a Catholic boarding school and day school for boys. As Pionono grew into the 1940s, the Archdiocese noted that they needed a minor seminary, which would be separate from the college-level major seminary. In 1941, the Archdiocese decided to turn Pionono into St. Francis Minor Seminary.
Our family wasn't flush in money, and they had little jobs around campus. If you committed yourself to one or another of the jobs, cleaning the halls and various other things, helping in the sacristy, cleaning the chapel, washing dishes, you could do that and it cut a little bit off of your cost. So we washed dishes after supper from September to June. Every time there was a supper, we washed the dishes. As a reward for which, at the end of the year, we got $50 off of our expense. Can you imagine washing dishes from September to June for $50? In other words, times have changed, haven't they?
St. Francis Minor Seminary was well established in the mid-40s. No non-seminarians were admitted. So to provide for Catholic boys who were not going to the seminary, the Archdiocese asked the Marianists and the priests from St. Louis to come to Milwaukee to establish a school. Don Bosco High School was opened in 1945.
I'm very proud of what Don Bosco was and what I was able to be a part of. I've never missed a day of school, I don't care. You know, it was fun. They had a lot of great teachers, and great teachers make a good school.
St. Francis Minor Seminary closed in 1963 as the Archdiocese moved seminary operations to their Lake Drive site. Pionono reopened in 1965 with a freshman class. Financial issues and problems with declining enrollment in the late 60s concerned the leaders of Pionono, Don Bosco, and the Archdiocese. Even though the schools had strong traditions, economics eventually won out. Pionono and Don Bosco would merge to form Thomas More High School.
We worked very hard for 3 years, and sports was very large, academics was very large, and we were competitive throughout the city and throughout the state. Our class had some very strong competitors. It seemed like the air went out of the balloon when we were told that we would be merging with one of our largest competitors, who was Don Bosco High School. All of us went to grade school with guys that went to Don Bosco High School or Marquette or Pius, you know, so we had a large friendship with them, except on Friday nights or sports events. We were at a younger age too. We didn't realize, you know, that it became an economical thing for the Archdiocese and so forth. It was strictly us wanting to keep our name going forward. And so did the men from Don Bosco. So after a little bit of time, we totally understood that too.
Well, when I went here, it was all boys, and we had the Marianist brothers running the school at the time. And the Marianist brothers liked to rule, as we would say, with an iron fist, but at the same time, being with 500 teenage boys, there was always trying to find an angle on what you could do and get away with when it came to minor shenanigans, I guess you would say. So it was a fun time, and I look at that with fond memories.
The Marianists left Thomas More High School in 1987. In the meantime, a decline in enrollment was causing a great deal of concern for the institution. Eventually, it was decided that the school would go co-ed, and it welcomed its first female students in the fall of 1989.
It was either go co-ed or close. And they made the announcement in the auditorium and everyone just went ballistic. It was fantastic, screaming and yelling and cheering, and it was by far one of the most memorable times I remember. But that being said, as soon as that happened, the next day we were busy as heck transforming the building and getting ready for the females.
I got to know the school really well coming into my freshman year because I worked here. I always remember the first day, we had news crews here. I remember Channel 12, Kathy Michaelby was here. Archbishop said Mass, and I thought, wow, high school is great. This is exciting, you know. Needless to say, the subsequent first days of schools for my sophomore through senior year weren't quite as exciting, but that first day of school, I'll never forget it. It was just so much excitement in the air.
Over the course of the next several years, Thomas More would grow in enrollment to over 750 students, a level that sustained for several years. In July of 2007, Thomas More High School added Saint to its name, thus becoming St. Thomas More High School. This effort was made to recognize one of the greatest saints in the Catholic Church and to re-emphasize the school's Catholic identity. I think no matter what the name of this school has been, no matter if it was on this site or if it was located on 13th and Beecher, this school is its people. It always has been, it always will be.
It's the people that makes this place so special, and people really do care about this school, and they continue to do so, which is why I love where I teach and I love where I work. Celebrating those diversities, I think, is so key, and the school does a good job of it. I'm excited to see the school continue to celebrate the diversity that our school has, because I think that's a tremendous strength of ours and one that, like I said, I love as a teacher.
For the school to be celebrating 150 years of history speaks to its legacy and the importance of what we do here on the south side of Milwaukee. It speaks to the legacy of all of the hard work and dedication of the faculty and staff over the years. It talks about the unity of our community and how we continually support each other year after year to make sure that more and more kids can continue to have this Catholic-based education and continue to be able to evolve into becoming servant leaders within our community and to become better citizens.
We are a legacy school. Families continue to come here generation after generation. Grandpa went to Bosco, Dad went to Thomas More, daughter's here at St. Thomas More. It happens a lot. And it's gonna continue happening because there's amazing things happening here every single day. And every single day we get that message out to our alums, to other members of the community, and they're gonna say, hey, there's something special going on at STM. Let's go be a part of it.
I have a long line of family that has gone through St. Thomas More, beginning with my dad at Don Bosco. He graduated in the class of '57, and then he married my mom, who was a St. Mary's grad, and you know, St. Mary's and Don Bosco and Thomas More have that connection. And then they had 6 kids, and all the boys went to Thomas More. 2 of the girls went to St. Mary, and I was lucky enough to go to Thomas More when they went co-ed. Of my brothers, I have one that had all 4 of his boys graduated from Thomas More. My sister, she went to St. Mary's. She married a man from Thomas More, of course, and they had 3 kids that all went through Thomas More and graduated. And even for myself, graduating in '96, my husband was a graduate in '94. So now we have a daughter coming, and she is now a sophomore. So you kind of can't get rid of us. We're here to stay.
The future at St. Thomas More is bright, without a doubt. We have outstanding leadership. We're in as stable a place, as solid a place as we've ever been. And we continue to innovate year after year after year, adding things to our curriculum, updating our facilities, improving our athletic offerings and our fine arts offerings, and taking care of the place, because we know there's another 150 years ahead, and we can't wait.
the school has taken steps to really prepare kids for the future, right? So Project Lead the Way, all the STEM programming, they're really kicking up the advanced manufacturing program now. There's CNA stuff happening, there's robotics, there's all these different things that are happening that, when I look back, I think when I was here, it was more of a traditional education, a classical sort of, less technology focused, less future focused curriculum. And I think that's been a really big change, and I think that's been exciting to see.
I would say I'm really thankful for my time here at St. Thomas More. I loved it here. I had such a great time, and I'm really thankful that it helped me to grow as a leader and as a person who constantly tries to do service and help my community. I'm thankful for everything.
Just like the education that I was able to get from here really pushed me, really strived, like just propelled me, to do well. I probably wouldn't be here right now if had it been for Thomas More. It was those classes. It was really those classes that really propelled me, really opened my eyes to what is actually out there.
I think celebrating 150 years is an incredible accomplishment for our school, especially if you think about all of the changes, the ups and downs, the economy, mergers, the name changes, all of that stuff. Like, to be able to survive that much is incredible. And I don't think a lot of schools in our area, I don't think a lot of schools in our state can say the same, that they've been around for this long. I think that being able to say that we've had 150 years of excellent education being provided to students is an incredible, incredible accomplishment.